Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel where we talk about tech and all things related to tech. In today's video, we're diving into the essentials of graphics design on Photoshop. Whether you're brand new to the software or just looking for some design tips, this tutorial is going to be very helpful, so make sure you stick it out till the end. If you don't have the software yet, you can go ahead onto adobe.com. You can make a purchase from the Creative Cloud or try it for free for some time. So with that in mind, let's jump right into the software and work through it. So when you fire up Photoshop, the first thing you're going to be greeted with is with this dialog box. To open a new document, here you're going to be provided with the different options of templates, such as photo, prints, art illustrations, web and mobile, and even film and video. On here, you can of course search for more advanced templates on the search bar on the bottom side of this dialog box to make further adjustments to the template that you've chosen. For instance, for this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and click on A4 and navigate to the right side of the dialog box and adjust the orientation, the specific size, the color mode, and also the background color from where we're going to start. If you want to start with a custom color, you can click on custom and select the specific color that you want to start with. Once you're done with that, you can click on create and there you have it, a new workspace. Understanding the workspace in Photoshop is going to be very essential to start with. First up is going to be your toolbar. On the left side of your screen are displayed different types of tools by which you can make shapes, add text, and also make different adjustments to the design. Next up is going to be the top section of your display, which contains the header, the control bar, and also the tab menu. The header contains different drop-down menus which are essential throughout the design process. First up would be files. This is used to create new files, close your tabs, and save your file or export it. You do also have additional features such as automating and printing. And next up, you have editing, image, and layers menu. These are used for image editing specifically and also maneuvering through your different layers and making different adjustments by using the drop-down menus that are provided within. Furthermore, as you navigate through your header, you're going to find more advanced filter and 3D editing panels. Underneath that is going to be your control bar. On the control bar, you're going to have more object and tool-oriented controlling gadgets. If you're working with a brush tool, it's going to be adjusted accordingly. If you're working with a rectangular or gradient tool, it is going to be adjusted accordingly so that you can work with the different features for that specific tool and object. Next up, if you're working with different projects within one go, you have different tabs. And this bar is going to allow you to navigate from one to the other. Last but not least, on the right side of your screen, you have your panel. By going through your properties, you can adjust the canvas size, color, boundary, and these are also going to alternate as you go through different tools. For image adjustment, you can hop onto your next tab and adjustment tools are going to be provided for you. And these are going to help you adjust gradients, exposures, brightness, and contrast of your image. Right underneath that is where you'll be able to display your layers. Layers are important while working on graphics design or any digital output. To add an additional layer, you can click on the plus button on the bottom right side of your screen. For this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and add an image to start our work. By simply clicking and dragging our selected image, Photoshop will automatically import our image. To make adjustment to the size of any image, you can simply hold and drag one edge and position it according to your preference. If you would like this adjustment to be applied automatically to all four edges of this image, you can click on Alt and that will resize your image from all angles. To get started with that, you can click on your image and navigate to the top side of your screen onto your header and click on Image. You'd be able to adjust different characteristics of this image by selecting on adjustment and further going down through the list, by which you can make adjustment using the toggle. Once you've found your desired output, you can click on OK, and there you have it. Same goes to the other adjustment tools as well. Feel free to navigate through all of them to have the best output. Down at the bottom, you have your zoom tool, hand tool, which are used to navigate through your workspace. And next up would be shapes. Rectangle tool is going to allow you to add more shapes onto your design. And by clicking Alt and clicking on the tool itself, you'd be able to go through the different options that the tool offers. Once you have found the specific tool that you want to add onto your design, you can navigate to the top side of your display, which would be the control bar, and adjust the features of that shape. And with that, you can go ahead and left click on your page and drag onto the specific size you want this shape to be. By holding press shift, you would make sure that this shape is going to be symmetric. And once you're satisfied with the shape, you can let go, and there you have it. If we said this much about shapes and image, now it's time to talk about text. With text, we have the same option to go through different alignments and orientations, and by pressing Alt on your keyboard and clicking the tool itself, you would be able to change from one to the other. Once you've found your desired orientation, you can place your text placeholder by clicking and simply dragging to the specific position. You would see on the control bar further adjustment tools like font size, alignment, and color, and also a tool for creating a word text. To make size adjustments, you can select on your text and go through the different sizes that are offered, or simply type the size you want to have. In this instance, adjusting our text placeholder is going to be essential since we're going with a more bigger text size. And once we're done, we can also go through the different beautiful fonts offered by Photoshop and make further adjustments. Jumping onto the next tool, we're going to explore brushes. By navigating to your toolbar and clicking on the brush icon, you would see different options. Same as all other tools, you can click on Alt and navigate through the different brush types. And for this one, we're going to go with a regular one. And going ahead onto our control bar is going to provide us with the option to select from the different brush types Photoshop offers. And to be able to use this tool, you're going to create a new layer. Now you can go ahead and play around with your tool. With Photoshop, opacity plays a major role. By clicking the object that you want to adjust and navigating onto the right side of your screen, you can find opacity. This will allow you to toggle the percentage of the opacity and the visibility of that image. Generally, these are the major tools that are used on a daily basis while utilizing Photoshop, and I hope you found this video helpful. Last but not least comes the task of saving a file or your work. To do this, you can navigate onto the left top side of your screen and on the header, click on Files. From this drop-down menu, you can select Save As or Export depending on the file that you want the output to be. If you would like to have a PNG or JPG, you can click on Export and you'd be able to have those formats. If you're going to save a PDF file or a Photoshop file, you can click on Save As, specify your file type from the drop-down menu, and proceed to click Save. With this introduction about Photoshop, you are on the right track towards learning more about graphics design. Again, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.